Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Then you are a global citizen. Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Voice of the voiceless.
Al-IyamoyeTv Radio. Voice of the voiceless.
This is the world news on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Good afternoon. I am Modupe Akinyosoye. Here are the top stories. Federal government projects 26 trillion naira expenditure in 2024 budget. Ogun State government set to create 4 additional ministries. In business, Small and Medium Enterprises Agency plans to establish advisory council on MSMEs. In sports, Ogun State hosts NNL refresher course at Remo Stars Sports Complex. Details of this and more coming up shortly. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now the news in details. The federal government on Monday said it was projecting 26.1 trillion naira expenses for the 2024 fiscal year. The Minister of Budget and National Planning, Abubakar Bagudu, stated this while speaking with State House correspondents after the Federal Executive Council meeting at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Bagudu also disclosed that the federal government would present a supplementary budget given its growing obligation since the removal of petrol subsidy. Meanwhile, the federal government has approved the medium-term expenditure framework for 2024 to 2026. Similarly, the federal government, through the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, says it has approved the request of the Ogun State government to review the Abeokuta-Ota Expressway. Umahi explained that no refund would be made to the state as it would recoup money spent through tolling. He added that the coastal road to be built by the government across 4 states would be executed in 2 phases. The minister disclosed this while briefing the newsmen after the Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja. According to him, the current administration inherited 18,897 kilometers roads and bridges. The Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Owaneye, says Nigeria currently ranks 123 globally in gender inequality. Owaneye, who expressed concern about the current socio-economic status of Nigerian women in comparison with their male counterparts, reiterated the urgent need for appropriate measures and policies to address the imbalance. A statement issued by the Special Assistant on Media to the Minister, Ohairi Joseph, the Minister premised our assertion of the 2022 World Gender Gap Report. According to the minister, what contributed to the gender inequality and economic status of Nigerian women is the present trend where some of the funds from the development partners such as the World Bank and UNICEF are not properly channeled to change the status of vulnerable women and children. The minister advocates for proper accountability, transparency, and unhindered access of development funds by the actual end users at the rural communities to reduce insecurity, poverty, inflation, and other social vices. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has admitted that it is experiencing a shortfall of over 6,154 ad hoc staff in Imo State for the November 11th governorship election. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu disclosed this at an ongoing 2-day workshop on Bayelsa Imo Kogi State governorship elections for members of INEC Press Corps in Akwanga, Nasarawa State. The INEC boss, however, said the commission would search the shortfall from neighboring states. Represented by the National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumeko Yakubu, also raised a fresh security alarm ahead of the elections in the 3 states. Although he assured the usage of both the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, and INEC results viewing portal, IREV, to upload the election results in real time, he added that INEC would still adopt the manual method to collate election results. The Ogun State government has concluded plans to establish extra 4 ministries, namely Ministries of Mineral Resources, Ministry of Information, Communication Technology and Digital Economy, Ministry of Youth, and Ministry of Energy. Governor Dapo Abiodun made this known during a meeting with the permanent secretaries held at the EXCO Chamber, Akinyosoye, Abeokuta. The governor explained that the proposed Ministry of Youth would be carved out from the Ministry of Youth and Sport in preparation for the setting up of the Ogun State Sports Commission. While explaining the reason behind the establishment of the new ministries, Governor Abiodun said the new ministries would avail his administration the opportunity to focus more on the development of those critical areas. He assured that the state during his second term would witness more developmental programs tailored at ensuring growth in every sphere of the state's economy. The embattled Ondo State Deputy Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has lost the bid to stall his impeachment by the state's House of Assembly. The Federal High Court in Abuja rejected his request for an indefinite adjournment of his case challenging the impeachment. Justice Emeka White, in the rulings, dismissed Aiyedatiwa's application for indefinite adjournment of his suit pending the outcome of the intervention in the crisis by the Peace Committee set up by the All Progressives Congress APC to reconcile him and his principal, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. The court, however, fixed October 30 to hear all pending applications by the parties in the case. You are listening to the world news on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Still to come, business and sport news. Please do stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. To the rest of the news. In business and economy news, the newly appointed Director General of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDAN, Charles Odi, has disclosed plans to set up an advisory council for small businesses in the country. Odi gave the directive while addressing the management of the staff of the commission after his assumption of duty as the 6th chief executive of the agency in Abuja. The newly appointed DG said the council would provide advisory services on how to assist MSMEs in an accelerated manner. The SMEDAN DG also promised to leverage digital technologies to accelerate the rapid formalization of small businesses in partnership with relevant agencies. Speaking further, Odi assured that under his watch, there would be a democratization of access to resources required for all SMEs in Nigeria regardless of their location. Still in business, the Acting Controller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, says Nigeria can rake in 2.5 trillion naira from the blue economy if properly harnessed. This was according to the NIS DG at a one-day economic workshop held in Port Harcourt, River State capital. Caroline, who said 80% of goods and services come into the country through water transportation, raised concerns about the pollution of the waterways, saying it poses a major challenge to international trade. She stressed that to maximize opportunities in the blue economy, Nigeria must tackle pollution from spillages, dumped plastics and other insoluble materials that offset the aqua and marine resources. In the world of sports, the Nigerian National League (NNL) on Monday kicked off the refresher course for coaches of the 40 clubs of the league at the Remo Star Sports Complex, Ikenne, Ogun State. Director General of National Institute for Sport (NIS), Professor Olawale Moronkola, who declared the event opened, noted that the course was organized to further implement the mandate of training and retaining of coaches in a unique way, adding that the course would be of immense benefit to the coaches ahead of the resumption of 2023-2024 season. The NIS Director General added that the Institute is determined to upscale the technical expertise of Nigerian National League coaches. Chairman of Nigerian National League, George Aluo, explained that the course is part of the charge given by the NFF President Ibrahim Gusau to think outside the box and come out with innovations on how to make the league attractive, positing that this is just the beginning of better things to come in the league. To end the world news, a quick recap of the major stories. We reported that federal government projected 26 trillion naira expenditure in 2024 budget rather. Ogun State government created 4 additional ministries. In business, we told you that Small and Medium Enterprises Agency plan to establish advisory council on MSMEs. In sports, we reported that Ogun State hosts NNL refresher course at Remo Stars Sport Complex. The World News was edited and produced by Abida Tawhid. For more news and updates, you can follow us on our social media platform on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Al-IyamoyeTV radio, on the X platform, formerly Twitter, at Iyamoye_TV, on Instagram at Al-IyamoyeTV. You can also stream live by logging on to our website www.aliyamoyetvradio.com. Thank you so much for listening. I am Modupe Akinyosoye. Good afternoon.